Showman Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, guys, let's go on up to the circus. The one we don't want to talk about. We don't really want to talk about the circus in the heavyweight division, but it's our champions, undefeated champions, Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder. We know the saga, right? Let's break it down short form for the people who don't know what's going on. Hey guys, for don't know what's going on, you got two heavyweight champions and they're undefeated, right? Everybody been knocked out. They had about between them close to 60 fights. Yeah, about 60 fights, and everybody been knocked out except 58 of them. I mean, everybody, all 58 was knocked out. Just two survived, right? That's how bad these two are, and we can't get them to fight. Right? So we had a negotiation, well, whatever you want to call it. One side, Anthony Joshua's side, offered Deontay Wilder $12.5 million flat. $12.5 million flat fee. Deontay Wilder hushed up for about a week, got some people together, mobilized some money, and brought back an offer to Anthony Joshua, the one he asked for, $50 million. Then they said Anthony Joshua's side said, hey, that money ain't real. Now, the news of the last 2 days, and it's irking me that it's not mainstream news, is that Deontay Wilder's team has verified where that money's coming from. So everybody know what time it is. Now, then you had your boy Eddie Hearn, the promoter of Anthony Joshua, saying that it's not verified. So who do you believe? And there you go. There's the circus. The people that don't want to see the fight. The key to this, what I told you guys way back, and the reason why I knew it was going to be a circus is to get a fight like this, you have to want it. And there's a lot of people that really don't want to see this fight. All right, that's the key. Because you could come back and say anything. Like, oh, good, we got something. Yeah, well, the money's not real. And we've talked about the people involved in these negotiations. Eddie Hearn's a baby from Barry Hearn, doing a good job, just the hay value, everything. Has a lot of fighters in the stable, hot right now. Stays in the media, young cat. But you're talking about people like Al Heyman, got way more fighters than anybody. Al Heyman and Shelly Finkel been doing this for years. Klitschko's promoter. So got a lot of people in there. The money is real, coming from America. So why would it be fake? Just didn't think it was gonna come from Deontay Wilder in that ditch. So that's the circus we're talking about. Now it brings me to the point about the mainstream media, and this kind of thing. For example, in America right now, should be like, okay, cool, we're gonna talk about the NBA playoffs a little bit and a little baseball. But right after that, the WBC champion of the world has offered the other dude $50 million. Should be, let's be coming on mainstream before the weather come on. That's what that's supposed to be. Same thing in England. They supposed to talk about Liverpool in the Champions League. Chelsea about to play Liverpool in the league. Don't mean nothing exactly because Champions League is the most important. But hey, the Premier League ain't over yet, right? The difference between the other leagues is Premier League is exciting. So at least they can talk about that a little bit. Maybe cricket team is probably doing something, whatever. And right before the weather, you're gonna have to mention Anthony Joshua just received a $50 million offer and we ain't taking it for some reason, right? Mainstream media. I've only seen this from a few of my favorite uploaders, and if I had more than 3 subscribers, I'd probably shout out. Speaking of shouting out, somebody wrote me saying, "Hey, Double, why you don't shout out?" Well, if you got 3 or 4 subscribers, ain't nobody hearing. You do feel me here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if you want 3 people to hear your name or whatever. That's what you got to do nowadays. Y'all know what time it is with me, fellas. I ain't here born yesterday, so I don't know what's happening amongst the people out on Twitter, tweet, and Instagram, and all the information. I'm from the none of your damn business generation. But if shouting out is something that y'all want from a guy that don't have that many subscribers, I'm pretty humble. You know what I mean? So it's only a few there. Once we hit a certain number or something, then I probably would have to. But let me make this clear to you guys that are coming in listening to me. You know what's up with the sound. You know what's up with intro music. And I don't have all that stuff. There's a reason for that. It ain't because nobody broke it either. The reason is when I started this, right? I got my antenna up on YouTube, right? When I started this, maybe a month, had about 10,000 views. Somebody docked me 5,000 views at the beginning because I did a video about, I might even put up an information, about the child molestation in British football. 500 cases. 500 cases, which basically means everybody. Now, for some reason, I got penalized. You guys know I don't swear, for those who say swear, and I don't cuss, for those who say cuss. Much. Don't even get it twisted when we off camera. But the thing is you docked me for saying, children should not be getting molested in, by the trainers and people in the staff when they're kids in football. And then I found out was 90% of young men molested. So their first instance with sex might be the word that I think that they got their antenna up is sodomy. I don't know if you call it that nowadays. Like Sodom and Gomorrah, that kind of thing. I don't know if people believe that either. Even though right now, everyone, nothing grows in Sodom and Gomorrah, which means it's not a fairy tale. But nowadays, you probably can't say stuff like that. I don't know why I even they didn't even tell me why. But I kind of just said, well, maybe nowadays, kids are supposed to be molested. Let me tell you something about this Doma character here. I don't care if like 99.9% of society say something. It doesn't matter. Never has. This is not a YouTube thing, guys. People that know me will tell you this dude stands for things and it doesn't have to be something that affects him. Hence, like my book I wrote about domestic violence against women. I'm not involved with that, but it's a problem that can be stopped and we can do something about. So I wrote a book about it. This is the same kind of guy. You're going to tell me that I can't say something about child molestation, 500 cases in British football, which means we have to do something about it? So you going to dock me? That made me know right now I ain't going to be on here trying to monetize and try to make money from this stuff, because what's they going to do every time a channel is not saying what the government or what you're supposed to believe? Every time that happens, your channel gets docked something, or you're totally erased channels, right? Because make no mistake about it, mainstream media is telling you what you're supposed to believe. And if you think outside of the box or just let it go through your filter up here, yours, not what everyone else does, your filter, then you're going to have a problem. You're going to be a problem. You're supposed to think certain things, and I've never been that way. So once I monetize and upgrade everything and all that stuff, then they're going to be wanting to tell you what you can say. And that won't be me. That'll be another person. So I can't roll like that. That's probably one of the reasons for a lot of things. So you guys can kind of know. I want to break it down for you guys, because it's much love. Regardless, her brother's coming on here, family. It's family back at you. Trust me, right? It's much love coming in here, listening to me through all this stuff. Much love coming back at you. You want shout out, you mess around and get them. But here's another reason why I don't do it. Don't you hate them channels where it take them about 15 minutes to start talking about their subject matter because they selling stuff and, shouting out and telling you to like and subscribe all the time? You guys know what liking is and subscribing. You know what I'm saying? That's this generation. So I'm not going to be on here begging for it, right? And taking 20 minutes before I talk about the title that I put up there. You feel me? Cause I know it get on my nerve. We'll one Italian dude. I ain't gonna say no names about nobody, but it's an Italian brother. And, he's good. I like him. He talks boxing sometimes. And, but you can't get to the subject because it takes, let me not be literally there, about 5 or 6 minutes, literally, before he starts talking about the subject matter, because there's a whole bunch of stuff to sell and to make sure that you like and to know where to do this and where to talk about the subject matter. Man, these people know what they're doing. At least I expect you to. I don't have to do I have to tell you guys, hey, like and subscribe? Do I have to tell you that? You guys know that. And you probably don't like is why I don't have no subscribers. But so there you have it of what's up. So let's go all the way back to the top of this video, what we was talking about. And that was the circus, guys. It is one. And like I told you in other videos, it's because of us clowns, and I'm still saying us and we, that really don't want to see the fight. And I don't know why you wouldn't want to see the fight. Well, I'm lying to you. I know why, right? Somebody's dangerous. That's the only reason you don't want to see fights. But if you're a boxing fan, remember, through the ages, if you have a favorite fighter, let's say you're over 20, about 30. People 20 don't know nobody else except Anthony Joshua, maybe, and Deontay Wilder now. If you got a decade or two under your belt, right, then you might know some other guys. And your other guys, the favorite guys you've ever had, right, they've lost. All of them. If they name one, Floyd Mayweather, Joe Calzaghe, Sven Akta, Rocky Marciano, those kind of guys. If they're not one of those, they've lost. And they've come back and do great things after losses. That makes them great. Now that's why they didn't think Floyd Mayweather was so good, because he didn't really have too many close fights, didn't lose, right? Most of the times, your name is synonymous with your opponent, like Frazier and Ali, George Foreman and Frazier, and those guys. That's how that works. So it wouldn't be a travesty for someone to lose. All of them are gonna get clipped. Deontay Wilder's gonna get clipped. I've told you before, because he's like Thomas Hearns to me. He can lose 2 or 3 times, but he's gonna be knocking people out in the meantime. Anthony Joshua, we know he's gonna get clipped. We've seen it several times. He always hurt, right? But he comes back and he handles his business. And these guys are undefeated. One of them going to lose, and if they have a rematch clause, they can fight again. I think personally, right now, these guys deserve to fight 2 times, and all the other guys handle your business and wait for these guys. Give them about 9 months to fight twice. But first of all, somebody is going to have to take the money. Because if it doesn't happen, let me tell you, it's going to be on in terms of what people think about you. Now, I don't know if England's going to go for all of that. I'm hoping that they don't. I was hoping that the pressure comes from them. That's the only way it's going to happen. Because in the States, there's nobody telling Deontay Wilder, like, hey, don't fight him. Only thing they tell him now, man, you done did everything you can do, move on. But at the end of the day, it's no one say, hey, man, no, he's too dangerous for you, man. Leave him alone. That would have been Louis the Real King Kong Ortiz. That mountain's been climbed already, right? There's nobody out there, man. You don't need to fight him. It's not like that. So I can't sit here and act like it is, right? Just to make somebody happy. There we go with those subscribers again. When it's Doma, it's going to be real. And that would be period. Doma Sports Talk, worldwide. I'm up out of here, y'all.